Keep your guard up. Not done yet.
Hang on, everyone! Go back off! Sword flare! Sweet dreams! Ready for the stab! Focus! Shiverbang! Sword ring! Lion Tower! Yeah! Sweet! Scattering flames! Man, you're pretty strong, Zavid.
Well, you know what they say.
Ready, everyone? You can't be finished yet!
Slice the air!
I can celebrate just yet! Shield me!
Shiverbang!
Gotcha!
Return to void!
Lightning strike! Dance together!
Shiverbang! No escape! Where's force?
Well done, everyone!
Purification complete!
Steady your nerves.
You were quite strong, but we're no pushovers either. Sure hope this is edible.
You were just waiting for me to pick you up, weren't you?
Don't overdo it, Rose.
Courage!
Ready? Prepare yourself! Jade Luminescence! Don't let up!
Well, Kendrick Flame!
Well, that was actually pretty decent.
Keep your focus!
Radiant Heat!
Slice through air! Almost Slight Eagle! It's over! Let's get him! Slice through air! You were quite strong, but we're no pushovers either.
Here they are. Don't get careless out there! Come on, everyone! I won't hold back! Nope! Crystal Rod! Not bad, not bad. Sweet! It's time! Howling Blade! Full Tempest! Pressure! Ice! Sonic Thrust! Crimson Edge!
Yeah, we
Well,
did it!
that's
Done
that.
it! All together now! 1, 2...
So we're going now?
Yeah!
Wait,
Oh,
what's
come
our
on,
cue?
guys.
Weapons ready! May your knowledge be
Wait,
from
come
you!
on.
Go for it! Beast of war!
Some more! Right on! Follow your legs and break the wall! Apologetic break!
All together!
Go!
I'll give my all! This isn't
You're
over!
out! It's over! Crimson Flame, spring forth!
How would Taylor?
Swing the track! Then remember! Some more! Radiant
so tiny!
So tiny.
Should I use wider range attacks?
If you can hold them back, we'll follow your lead.
Searing Gale! Tiger Blade! Ready? Go for it! Beast of water! Aqua Serpent! You will win here!
This is it!
Lunar Stream! Torrent Face! Cup Room! Sonic Blast! Try this on! May your knowledge cease from you! Magic Blade! Dance, Embers! May your knowledge cease from you! Current! Go forth! Beast of water! Crimson Edge! Aqua Serpent! It's over! Ready? It's time! I'll give my all! Slice through air! Freeze Blaster! Purity, come forth! This isn't over! Ice Reaver! Current!
Double demon
Shadow Shot! Ready, Gale! I can't lose! I won't lose! Multiple turns! Water! This isn't over! This isn't over! This isn't over! No way! Here! Ice Reaver! Multiple turns! Raging Winds!
We mustn't underestimate the malevolence.
Did I become a hellion? I'm sorry. I must have caused you all great trouble.
No, we're just glad you're all right.
My name is Forcia. Oh my! There's an iris gem here.
An Earthen Historia. Could we have that?
But of course. This is nowhere near enough to show my gratitude, however.
No, it's perfect. Thank you.
Dear me, what an honorable shepherd you are.
If you'd like to thank us, could you maybe give your blessing to a village? It's called Gadaden, and it's very close by.
Gadaden. That's the village outside the Shrine of the Fire Trial, correct? Do you have a vessel lined up?
We'll find one for you.
All right. I'll head over to the village for now.
And that was the moment that Heldalf, the Lord of Calamity, was born.
He was a human being once, just like us. Unbelievable as it is.
Yes. He may have been a cold military leader, but he had genuine love for his family.
How could someone like him turn into the Lord of Calamity?
Well, he did lose his family.
I don't know. It felt like more than anything that happened to him, the transformation was born of his own resolve.
Could be.
It's probably not anything we can ever truly understand. But I can tell this much. Heldalf finally gave up. He couldn't fight back any longer.
Think this is all of the Earth in Historia?
But we're still missing something crucial. How did Heldalf end up that way?
Well, we know all too well what hardship he's been through.
Whoa there, Sheps. Don't tell me you're sympathizing with him.
Is it sympathy? I can't even tell.
Sheesh, Lila, this is cruel. I liked it better when he was a faceless bad guy. You can chop those to bits guilt-free.
I'm sorry.
But really, though, it's tough. How are we supposed to figure out the right thing to do?
Well, is Lila even telling Saray to find the right answer? Or...
Oh! Zavid!
Dang, sorry.
So now what? Just standing around talking like this isn't gonna solve anything.
Let's go back to see Maven.
Right. He's probably organized his thoughts by now anyway.
I think I'm vaguely starting to get it. There's some connection between Heldalf and the shepherd who came before me.
I see. So Lila avoided speaking about it directly by asking Maven the storyteller to help her out. Ouch! Damn it! That's not what you use an umbrella for!
You have no idea how the mind of a lady works. Ouch! That hurts! Dang, what an ice queen. Ouch! Dang! She's not playing around!
Thanks, Zavid. We needed someone to break the tension.
Oh-ho! I think our Rose might be in love.
Don't get your hopes up.
Aww.
Let's hurry to Logren. I'm sure the old man will be waiting for us there.
Quite rare that we're ever in the same place that Maven is.
For sure. I mean, he's an explorer and all.
Is there any real reason why, though?
You really need to ask?
Guess there's no point in worrying about it.
Yep. Like they say, fear is often greater than something.
Greater than danger, you mean?
Find anything?
We know that Heldolf was stricken with a great deal of pain and hardship.
It seems almost like some kind of curse.
I can see that. Bound to the curse that is eternal loneliness.
During our most recent encounter with him, he taunted Saray, preying on his emotions and trying to bait him into becoming a fallen shepherd. But afterwards, he reached out to Saray and tried to convince him to join his ranks.
The Lord of Calamity, reaching out to the shepherd.
I want to know, just what happened to Heldolf to make him the man we see today?
But that would infringe on the old man's taboo.
We don't even have a clue what that really means. Maybe this is selfish of us, but still.
Is there no chance you can help?
Follow me.
Maven, are you sure about this?
There's no point in stories if we lose the future in which to tell them. No taboo is worth that fate.
Gramps! How are you?
You stupid brats!
Whoa, what's this all about?
Don't you have something to say to me first? I don't remember raising a fool!
I'm sorry for leaving without telling you.
It's good to be home.
Nice to meet you. My name is Rose.
Well, in any case, I'm glad to see you're safe. The Lady Squire is welcome here as well.
You can tell that I'm a squire?
Of course I can. Saray became the shepherd, and Mikleo is now a sublord, correct? Which would mean that the Prime Lord is the Lady of the Lake, then.
It has been a long time, Sir Zenris.
You don't have to say anything. History repeats itself. It makes the world go round.
True, but I still want to believe in them, and believe that they can bring forth a new future.
Well, I'm glad you've all found such a nice Prime Lord. Hey, by the way, did my pipe come in handy?
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about the pipe, as long as it was useful to you.
But I'll give it back. I don't need it anymore.
Keep it for yourself.
Really, I'm okay. You know, I've grown up a lot through this journey.
Bratty as ever, aren't you? Please, take this with you.
Thanks, Gramps.
No, I should be the one thanking you.
Saray, why don't we take a little break here?
Are you tired?
No, but it's a good idea to take a solid break to rejuvenate the soul.
Totes, let's do it.
Sure. I did want to chat with everyone in Elysia, too.
All right, we'll meet up later.
I wonder where Mikleo and Lila went. What are you doing, Mikleo? Shh.
I see. Just as I thought, they...
Come on. Wait.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't aware of it and made the pact.
No. It was of their own decision that they made the pact with you. What they make of it will be up to them.
I'll support them with all I have, so that we won't repeat the same mistake.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could do for the previous shepherd.
Perhaps, but sometimes I can't help but wonder. Surely I could have done more than I did back then.
Everything is tied to their fate, and their fates are yet intertwined.
Yes, thanks to you, Sir Zenris.
No, you and those kids forged that bond. My role in this is done. All I can do now is worry about them.
There are times when things go awry, but their purity and virtue gives me hope. I want to accompany them on their journey. This time, there will be no regrets.
I see. Perhaps this is also how humans and seraphim should coexist as a whole.
I'm glad I was able to talk to you.
And I with you. Please, take care of them.
Weren't they just talking about us?
Looks like it.
Why don't we ask?
Mikleo,
I guess we shouldn't eavesdrop on their conversation.
if Gramps has something to tell us, he'll tell us straight up.
Yeah, same with Lila.
Lila, how did you know Gramps?
Is Zenris his real name?
Yep. No one calls him that in Elysia, though.
I've met him before. Just once.
Weren't you guys having some sort of serious conversation? What was that?
A cheeky chimp chucked cheap chocolate chips in the cheap chocolate chip shop!
This again?
Since when did you know that Saray and Mikleo were the old man's family?
Red leather, blue leather, yellow leather. Red leather, blue leather, yellow leather.
Come on, just tell us.
I don't need to know. Gramps wouldn't do anything to harm us. I'm sure.
But if we did something wrong, there'd be no telling how much hell we'd catch.
So you trust him?
Yep. As much as I trust Lila.
Hey, Mr. Shepard, where's Lila and the others?
They went to the sauna to relax.
Oh, snap! Saray, let's set up the sauna!
Maybe later.
Come on, don't be such a buzzkill! We men need to be open and comfortable about things like this. You know, a naked relationship.
Well, you are always half naked, Zavid.
I may look like an exhibitionist when it comes to my body, but the door to my heart is always closed. That's why I wanted to take this time to bond with you. You know, like, as an accomplice.
Don't tell me you're going to read the wind to snoop around the girls' sauna.
Oh-ho! You're pretty sharp after all, you no-good shepherd, you.
I don't think this is a good idea. Someone's definitely going to notice.
I don't want to grow up to be the kind of guy who views everything as a win-or-lose situation. The trickling sweat, the flushed red cheeks. There is a healthy, sublime beauty in this closed space we call a sauna. Saray, let's go hunting for babes.
That sure was therapeutic. Why don't you guys step in as well?
You mean like this?
That's not the kind of babe hunting I'm talking about!
Huh?
Slenge, is it alright for you to be up?
Worry not, excitable youngster. Everything has been taken care of. Thanks to the selfless heroism of Shepherd Malfour!
Shepard, I must apologize for causing you concern. However, I am afraid I still feel unwell. Please, excuse me.
He's acting strange. Did something happen?
That man named Malfour was threatening the chief. "I'll expose your misdeeds, you fallen pope," he said.
What? How did he know?
Malfour used to be a priest, and we already know the church is investigating the fake elixir.
Could you explain to me the details of what's going on? I see. So the missing pope was the one producing the fake elixir.
Yeah, but it was for the sake of the villagers.
Slenge told Malfour the distribution route and formula for making this fake elixir, on the condition that the church will continue to buy vermilion ore.
What do you mean?
So you're saying he didn't come to intimidate, but to negotiate?
Yes, the church will overlook the former pope's crime. In exchange, it will gain control of the distribution channel for the fake elixir. And as the mediator, Malfour will gain prestige and credibility.
So Gadadin will finally get legitimate revenue.
But they're covering up a crime. And now the church itself is going to be selling fake elixir? That's just insane!
Unfortunately, these things happen.
Humans need money to live. That's what it comes down to.
I don't suppose you're still open to blessing this village?
I was thinking that the school building might work as a vessel. What do you think?
Are you sure?
The Pope, the village chief, seems to have recognized that his time is drawing near. Even my blessing cannot forestall the inevitable.
Is that why he's trying to secure a revenue stream for the village?
I would like to stay a while longer and see what results his determination brings.
Thank you, Forcia.
You're quite welcome.
The results his determination brings.
I could say I'm a fan of this paper fan. No, that's too easy.
You still awake? Oh, hey. I think this is the first time I've seen you with your hair down.
I need to set it properly to make sure it doesn't get in the way during battle.
Styling is a pain. I just cut mine when it gets too long.
Well, I think you have radiant hair.
You really think so? How long did it take you to grow your hair?
I can't really recall a time when my hair was short, honestly.
You mean you can't remember because it was so long ago? You have been around for a while and all.
Indeed. When you've been around as long as I have, you forget even what you had for dinner 2 nights ago.
Pretty sure even humans can't remember that.
I don't remember the first word I learned to say either.
Yeah, once again, welcome to the world of mortals.
We restored the village's blessing, but Slenge is dying.
It's gotta be due to the toxins produced from processing the vermilion ore.
Most likely. And he must have known that from the start.
He probably wanted this kind of punishment.
Because he committed a crime, huh? If that's all true, then there's no need for the scattered bones to get involved.
This must be the answer he arrived at. It may sound harsh, but there isn't anything more we can do about this situation.
Still, it gets me royally ticked off at the church. And what seraph would tolerate their worship?
If that Malfoy guy came up with all this, I gotta hand it to him. Pretty good for someone who acts like a quirky bit part in a play.
But he wasn't emitting any malevolence at all. What sort of person is he exactly?
It's got me wondering too. I think I'll have the scattered bones look into him.
Oh man, nice! Check it out! That huge thing has carvings all over it!
Is this from the era of the gods? I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh boy, more fodder for our resident nerds.
Huh?
To most people, this monument is nothing more than a lump of rock. However, the storyteller of time can harness its true capabilities.
The storyteller of time?
The one who passes stories to future generations. Stories of humans, seraphim, hellions, shepherds, the Lord of Calamity. It is my clan to whom that fate has fallen. A storyteller is to be a dispassionate observer. He must not interfere in world events. But I am prepared to accept the consequences.
Is that an Earthen Historia?
There are more of them?
The others were fine, but this one had to be shielded from the eyes of men. So I kept it for myself.
Then this must be...
Yes, this is a record of the dawn of chaos. Come, experience the truth of the dawning of this age. Perceive the light. Perceive the darkness. Place your hands upon the monolith. Then, close your eyes. Poroshkus vere kusaresko, vervek furiek ohish kehem omem. Do not ponder the answer for now. Simply feel. Understand?
What happened?
Where is this? I've never seen this place before.
We're experiencing the dawn of chaos. So I suppose this would be...
Camlon, the Origin Village!
Well, might as well go on.
Undisagreed.
Pretty big crowd here.
No kidding.
General, this is absurd. How long must we keep living like this?
I am protecting you from the invasion by the forces of Highland. I'd expect you to be more grateful, Shepherd.
Huh? This guy's the previous Shepherd?
You have occupied our village for half a year now. This isn't protection, it's house arrest.
Not to mention, the Kingdom of Highland is only acting against us because Roland's moved their army here in the first place.
Looks like they can't hear us.
The Earthen Historia shows that which has transpired.
The strategic importance of this location cannot be overlooked just because the Shepherd founded a village here. You can trust Highland would say the same.
What, so it was inevitable?
When one considers the rise of the Highland Valkyries, yes.
I've had enough. Just leave us.
Michael, are you really okay with this? Those bastards are treating Lord Maltelis' shrine as their own fortress! How much longer must they blaspheme the Seraphim?
Brother?
It's okay, Muse. He's right that Camlon happens to be a strategically crucial location, given that we're here along the northern border. An army that controls this territory can send troops to the enemy's capital at will. Their interest in our land is sad, but understandable.
Do you really trust the words of that tyrant?
They will do as they will. We must focus on what we believe in. As a lone shepherd, with no other family in the world to call his own, I vow to protect Muse and everyone else. I swear it.
So the Origin Village was occupied by Heldulf.
And then dragged into the chaos of war.
Still, you can understand why neither army could leave it alone.
Is something wrong, Mikleo?
Huh? Oh, well... The humans were treating Maltelis with scorn and contempt. No wonder his blessing was lost. but there's probably more to the story. Let's head towards the shrine.
Right.
Could it be Rollins has noticed Michael led Lord Mautellus away from the capital?
No. Much more likely it's just a feint to draw out the forces of the Northern Territory. They just want a pretext to declare war.
This is absurd.
Thoroughly absurd. But that's humans for ya.
You said it. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
According to what the shepherd said, the shrine is full of malevolence, and the village is beginning to lose its blessing.
Oh no, is Mautellus going to become a Hellion?
Let us put faith in the shepherd. He said he would never allow that, even should it cost him his life.
But still, if the shepherd would be lost anyway, wouldn't it be better for us just to evacuate while we can?
There's no way that someone like Michael could ever do such a thing.
Right. He's the shepherd. He couldn't just abandon Mautellus and let him succumb to malevolence.
Saray.
If this podunk town can serve as the key to successful conquest of the Northern Territory, then I can suffer the ire of one measly shepherd. What is it?
An enemy attack! The Northerners have arrived!
No! It appears to be the Highland Army!
I will not rise to their bait. Assemble the troops. We shall retreat.
We will make no counterattack!
Would you have me throw men away on some meaningless skirmish with Highland? Don't be an imbecile.
Guess this town is destined for the scrap heap after all. Have the order to retreat given at once!
Unbelievable! Doesn't he care about the happiness of the villagers?
This trivial nonsense is what got the entire village wiped out?
Stop it!
Saray.
Knowing we can't do anything to intervene just makes it worse.
What on earth is Heldolf doing?
Heldolf abandoned the village and fled.
Filthy Roland scum! Sneak into the mountains, will you?
There's more over here!
How could this happen?
Shepherd! Muse has gone to the shrine!
What?
To beg the Roland's army for assistance!
But Heldolf's already run away! Muse, please be safe! Hurry to the shrine!
Right.
Wait, please!
I understand that, as a fellow shepherd, you feel strong empathy toward him. That is normal. But please, do not forget what Maven told us. You too, Mikleo.
I'm sorry. It's just... we can already tell this isn't going to end well.
We've learned more than enough here to put the pieces together at this point.
But we still need to see this through, don't we? Let's go.
Right.
Mikleo looks out of character, to say nothing of Saray.
Well, of course. He was bound to notice before too long.
Yeah, When you add in the fact that none of this is heading for a happy ending.
We all picked up on it. Micleo, Muse, and the Shepherd all look too similar not to.
Let's go. We're very close to the whole truth.
He's alive. Oh, he's alive. But, oh my God! Now tell us. All is lost. Now Tellus has become a Hellion. And this innocent child. All due to the insipid ambitions of one man.
Brother! Wait! No! Don't! Please! Brother!
Oh, ye who brought us this misfortune, I grant thee eternal solitude!
No!
Heldolf, live now and forever in a hell of your own making. This is my answer.
Stop! So, they anticipated our retreat. You are the Valkyries, I take it?
Lightning! General!
Heldolf, prepare yourself! What on earth? Stay away from us, you monster!
So that's what went down.
So Kittybeard didn't become a Hellion. He was made one.
One bearing the most terrible curse there could possibly be.
And the one responsible for it was the previous Shepherd.
So then,
Is this the same village?
If it's not over yet, then there must be more to it.
It's not over, huh? Micleo.
We gotta be close to the end. Shouldn't we just take a quick gander before we head back?
You look pretty bummed out by this.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry I'm not more bummed out myself, I mean.
You don't need to apologize for that.
Whenever a friend of mine is down, if I'm not feeling the same way, I always feel like maybe something's missing from me.
It's just like he said, Rose. There's nothing you need to apologize for. In fact, yeah. Sorry.
Huh?
If anything, we should be the ones sorry for making you worry so much. We just need a little more time to get our feelings sorted out. We'll be fine. You can count on it.
Gotcha.
My goodness. What happened?
Such thick malevolence. I feel sick.
Malevolence of this impossible magnitude can only mean one thing.
Not now, tell us!
Born far too early by the looks of it. Poor mother and child. Neither of you deserved this. Perhaps this too is fate.
That child's human!
Are we not all the same when we first breathe this air, save for the vessel we chance into?
But a child born so premature won't last but a few months.
Probably so.
Zenrus!
Muse! My goodness! What happened here?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We have to seal off the malevolence before it drifts into Elysia. Who's that child? Celine's? Could it be she was with child?
In order to contain Mount Tellus within this land, you would be the sacrifice to seal the path to Elysia? But Mount Tellus is using the land itself as his vessel. Even if we can trap him here, it would be no more than empty consolation.
I understand, but even so, this is something that we humans have brought upon ourselves.
And the shepherd?
I take it that the shepherd has finally fallen?
That may be so, but fate has blessed us with a thread of hope.
You don't mean to say you will raise these children to become the shepherd and his sub-lord?
For a human and a seraph child raised together, anything is possible. However, it all depends on these children. I humbly accept your two small beacons of hope.
Gramps!
Zenrus, I have not the words to thank you. Farewell, my dearest child, Mikleo.
Gramps!
So, Saray, you were a survivor from that village.
And our boy Mickey was refashioned into a seraph.
So I was a sacrifice.
You can cry if you want.
Why would I cry? I'm surprised, to be sure, but I'm not sad. And now we know where Mount Tellus is. Now the only thing left is our answer.
Right.
So does this mean we found it?
I know now what path I want to take, though I'm not sure that counts as an answer.
Very well then. Let's consult with Maven once more.
Hey, where'd he go?
Just a little while ago, he was activating the hidden powers of this monolith. He's probably still around here somewhere.
You're right. Let's go look for him. Come to think of it, I wonder how this monolith works. How do you think it activates the Earth in Historia?
Probably because this is an Earth Pulse Nexus, don't you think?
Earth Pulse?
I'll let Terror Firma herself do the explaining.
The Earth Pulse is a manifestation of the power of Mother Nature that permeates the Earth.
Exactly. Logren has been known for centuries as a spot where several branches of the Earth Pulse intersect.
If you're already such an expert, why call on me?
Because when you say it, it's that much more adorable.
Interesting.
So, the Earth in Historia is reacting to the Earth Pulse.
Could you repeat that in English for dumb bums like me?
Well,
Okay, let's say instead that there's all this water bubbling up here. Then the Earth in Historia would be like a water wheel. When the wheel goes round, it grinds out the record of history, just like it was milling grains.
Oh, okay. Makes sense to me. But then why are the Earth in Historia behaving like a water wheel?
Probably...
I told you. The Earth Pulse is the power of the Earth.
Oh, I see. So if Maltellus made the Earth in Historia, and he's using the Earth itself as his vessel...
Then probably it's the force of his will that's making them do that. What a sad turn of affairs. There was more to it than just Heldalf and the shepherd Michael. So many factors converged to bring about that disaster.
What happened to that village was so ghastly, you can sort of see how Michael finally came to do what he did. But still, no one except maybe his closest friends ought to buy "I was in the depths of my despair" as an excuse.
Right. The actions he took that day changed the fates of millions.
That's true. It was his thoughtless curse of eternal solitude that paved the way for Kittybeard to become the Lord of Calamity. Without the curse, old Sourpuss never would have hated the world so much. Never would have wanted it to turn into a world of hellions.
You can't blame the people of Highlander Rollins for seeing him as a monster. But I get the sense that deep down, in his own misguided way, he just wants to bring peace to his country.
Some of the blame, too, has to go to the former shepherd for keeping secret the fact that he'd spirited Maltellus away. Because of that, folks who didn't know the true situation wound up desecrating the shrine and causing Maltellus to transform into a Hellion.
That's right. If they'd only talked about it more openly, there might have been better understanding and cooperation.
It also looks like the former shepherd didn't really trust anyone other than his own flesh and blood. To those who believed in the shepherd, I can think of no greater wound.
True enough. He may have genuinely wanted every one of them to be happy. But if he never shared this desire with anyone, then...
Regardless of Michael's circumstances, it doesn't change the fact that what Heldalf did was unspeakably cruel. That he would toss strangers to the wolves just to further his own interests.
None of this comes down to black and white, that's for sure.
Well, Maven told us just to feel and experience what had happened. We'll go tell him what we felt.
You're back.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure the monolith doesn't get damaged. Your thoughts?
No one involved was fully in the wrong, but no one was really right either. That's how it felt to me.
A useful understanding to reach. Now, your answer.
Saray, let us hear your answer to this.
My answer is I want to save Heldalf. The Shepherd's job doesn't just boil down to quell the Lord of Calamity, or even clean up the previous Shepherd's mistakes. When malevolence consumes Seraphim and turns them into Hellions, we save them. Yet when it brings misfortune and grief to humans, we say they only have themselves to blame. It doesn't seem fair.
So that is your answer.
Dunno if it counts as one. There are humans out there just like Heldolf. He just happened to play one part in a cascade of terrible events.
I'm not gonna say you shouldn't sympathize with him. But I will say it would strike me as bizarre to completely let him off the hook for the horrors he brought to such a peaceful village. And what he's trying to do now is still messed up, right?
Absolutely. It's wrong, period, and I will stop it.
But even so, you would save this man?
If I won't save humans like Heldolf, who've had Hellionhood thrust upon them, I'll never see humans and Seraphim live in peace.
I see. So then you...
really are an idiot.
Yep. Saray is Saray, and we love him for it.
That's right. He couldn't be anyone else even if he tried.
So, Mr. Teller, that what you were looking for?
For such a man, ending his loneliness would be the sole path to salvation. Do you understand what that means?
Taking his life, I would expect.
Saray, can you carry that burden with you?
Indeed. That, even more than your answer, is the crucial matter.
Right. What's important now is whether you truly will not waver. Or rather, whether you truly believe in your answer and are willing to accept its repercussions.
No matter what happens, and no matter what cost.
Wait, are you asking him to prove his determination in battle?
Put bluntly, yes. In order to defeat one who has been abandoned in time, the bonds of strength must be severed. Show me how that is done.
Defeat the one who has been abandoned in time? You can't be talking about... how to sever the bonds of strength.
So eternal loneliness is a curse, you say? Makes sense now.
Old man.
Now then, show me! Don't hold back! I certainly won't!
But even if there is a way to sever the bonds of strength, and if we were to actually use it...
Then what would happen to you?
Do you see why it is you waver? Settle this, Shepherd!
Do not let Maven's conviction go to waste!
Look out!
Be gone! Kendrick Flame!
Look out!
Return to board!
Look out!
May your knowledge see from you! Mind wave!
Look out!
Who's on the way? Sub-Zero! Azure Assault! Look out! Azure Assault! Sub-Zero! Azure Assault! Look out! Ready to kill! Yeah! Try this one! This isn't over! Let's give it up! Look out! You're careless! Look out! You're careless!
I shall end it! Luminous Saber!
Oh, holy fountain!
Lord of Fire!
This is for you! You're careless! You're careless! Who's off the left? Thanks! This is for... Blue Flurry!
Burning Shot!
This is for you! Open the floodgates! Go there! Careless! Look up! As your assault!
Get lost! Burn away! You're angry!
Look out! Shade Zero! Rose!
Embarrassing.
This is for you!
I'm a level it.
You're careless!
I shall end it!
Luminous Saber! Lord of Fire! Blue Flurry! Blistering Bang! Break on through! Shade Zero! Blistering Bang! Look out! Splitting! Shatter Deluge! 6 falling stars! Look out! Get him! As your assault! Whirlwind! Here goes! You're careless! This is for you! Weak! You're careless! Yeah! Oh my God! Shatter Bang! Freezing Shot! Oh my God! You're careless!
I shall end it!
Luminous Saber! Lord of Water! Laser Vortex! Spirit Cleansing! Elixir of Attack! Binding Vortex! Burst! Whirlwind Breakdown! Break on through! That's it! Burst! That's it! Breakdown! You're careless! Resonance! Torn Spear! That's it! You're careless! They're not escape from you! Get on! What? You want it here! You want it here! Is it over? You want it here! That's it! Who's off the right? Magnetic fields! Gale Force! This is for you! Ocean Blitz! Water, water! My bow is ahead! Water explodes you!
What I want to see is not a mere display of strength.
So you really are immortal?
You understand by now, don't you, the way to defeat me?
Yes. Turn my friends into attacks with wills of their own, and use those attacks to pierce through the bonds of strength.
What Dazzle said he did.
Then why aren't you doing it? I'm not a Hellion. Even if you make use of that means, your friends will not be consumed with malevolence. You won't admit it. After all, To demonstrate that method upon me is tacit acknowledgement that it is your only option withheld off as well.
But Maven, isn't there any other way at all?
No. Even Lila's power is not enough to purify one as consumed with malevolence as he is. You should know that.
Saray. Rose.
If you weigh lives on scales, you will falter at the crucial moment. All the more so if it is your friends' lives in question. But if you do waver, and your wavering leads you to a faulty answer, you may never recover. In this way does virtue become vice.
But if you will die for the answer you truly believe in, even failure will not stop you from rising again. What you should fear is not failure, but rather that fear itself will compromise your belief in your answer.
Lila.
Now then, Saray.
If you intend to make this a farce, then I shall end it! Show me! Not just with words, but with the spirit of belief! I shall end this! Luminous Saber! It is a damn shame, Lila. Unfortunately, it looks like they still don't understand. So, it was all for naught.
No, just a little bit more. Even when they resented their own helplessness, even when they grieved for a fallen comrade, even when evil schemed to lead them astray, Saray and his companions have pushed ever on, never losing themselves. Knowing fear, but not malevolence, they came all this way to stand here together.
You're really something.
I don't like having regrets, and I don't like giving them to other people either. Don't you forget it.
Saray, Rose, you paralyzed or something? Going up against Hellions is already life or death. This shouldn't be new to you.
Edna. Zavid.
It's just as they said, Rose. Saray, do you remember what I told you? Back at Lady Lake? I didn't come all this way just to be a liability. I said it before. Do I need to say it again? No.
If the shepherd Saray truly believes in his answer, then surely may he bring an end to the Age of Chaos.
Then show us. Show us your answer.
Saray!
Everyone.
You have good friends, lad.
Darn right. Let's go!
Come at me!
We! Lord of Water! Don't just charge in there.
Look out! Look out!
Maven! This is... my answer!
Old man!
Maven?
I thought I could hold out until you finished it, but...
Maven?
Oh, I'm so sorry it came to this.
You're an idiot too.
You're not wrong, but I have no regrets.
What's going on? What are you saying?
Come on!
It's because I violated the taboo.
If the user breaks the terms of the oath, the special powers granted by the oath likewise vanish.
You should have told us.
Please, Do not blame Lila. She merely did what she believed was right for all of you. And it was my decision to make as well.
I believe too. In my answer. And in my friends. And for their sake, I will not waver in what must be done. So there will be no regrets.
It is time to say our farewells.
I promise. I'll never forget what you've told me, Maven. And I'll teach it to others as well.
Saray, you've... Never did I imagine I would die with others by my side. Thank you.
Let's go!
To Camlon?
Yeah. Maltellus should still be there.
Let's make for Elysia first.
There should be a road there leading to Camlon. We saw Gramps come running when the village fell.
Oh, that makes sense. So Camlon was close to Elysia.
Very likely. That fits with the idea that it was a strategically important location for Highland, Rollins, and the Northern Powers.
Yeah, good point. But it looked to me like the road to Camlon was sealed off.
Yeah, by my mother.
You can cry if...
I told you I'm not going to cry.
Looks like this is the final battle.
Let's end this.
Right on!
There you go.
So if we cut the tie between Mautellus and Heldalf, we'll be home free, right?
I'm not so sure about that. He's strong enough to use the Earth itself as a vessel. Will that really be all that it takes?
Right. We'll probably have to purify all the malevolence attached to the land as well.
Is that right, Layla?
She sells seashells by the seashore. Yep.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
He's got to be doing that on purpose.
Originally, he was the one who would purify the land. His power was the blessing of the land itself.
Like a natural purification of sorts, huh?
Don't think that's gonna be enough this time.
Certainly the activities of the shepherds also contributed to the Earth's natural purification from the outside.
But now it's just Saray, and no one else.
We need to have a plan of action before moving on. But all the same, we can't sit around brooding all day.
For sure.
You were just waiting for me to pick you up, weren't you?
I guess something like this is right.
sure hope this is edible.
I'm ready.
Lions Hollow with Gateway! It's time! Howling Blade! Full Tempest! Alright! Freaking Edge! Let's get out! No escape! Go forward!
Ready? Prepare yourself! Chain luminescence! Gotcha!
Multiple currents? Sweet!
Sort of flame
Shadow Shot!
Air vortex! Stream slash! Go on!
Try this on! Hold on, everyone!
Ain't you overdoing it a bit there, Mixter?
No, this is about normal for me.
Don't underestimate!
What the? How did it get so big?
I'm actually at a loss for words. Wow.
It looks like arts are effective. Let's divide the party up and attack.
Good decision. Shows how many battles you've been through.
Sonic Flurry! Sonic Blade!
What a formidable opponent!
That was a difficult battle. Let's restore our vitality.
Did you hear? Another war coming on.
Yeah, looks like both Rollins and Highland are ready to take the kid gloves off. It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, and I hear it's all going down at Glaven Basin.
This is too good.
Damn straight, food and weapons. Medicine and coffins. We're gonna make a fortune.
Another war? This is bad. If any more malevolence collects...
That's probably exactly what he wants.
You mean Heldolf, yeah?
Let's go take a look. Sounds like it's around Glaven Basin.
Reporting casualties for the Blue Tempest Knights. 118 wounded, 30 dead.
Be careful. There's a
Report. Approximately 50 casualties on the enemy side.
Is it over already?
Don't kid yourself.
It's no more than a skirmish along the front lines.
If both armies were clashing full on, the body count wouldn't be anywhere near this low.
This... low?
Where are the Platinum Knights?
Sir, they're still struggling to evacuate Lastenbell.
Can't they see there's no time?
Saray, there's no point in just staying here.
The Platinum Knights are in Lastenbell.
Let's go see Sergei.
Yeah.
Boss!
Talfrin, what happened?
We were all captured in Pendrago. They said we murdered the Cardinal at the behest of the Kingdom of Highland.
What? But I was the one who...
It was Lunar. He approached the Empire and suggested they frame it this way.
Of course. The Empire was just itching for a justification to launch a war.
If they could tell the world that Highland had assassinated their cardinal...
Almost too perfect.
Lunar laid an ambush for us. If Igil hadn't shielded me, I would have... I'm sorry. I couldn't do anything but run away.
We knew this might happen sooner or later. Part of the job description. But still...
Rose, you should go.
But we have to stop the war!
We all know what they'll do now that they've trumped up a justification.
Dispose of the evidence.
You can't leave them like that, can you?
After all, they're your family.
You said it yourself, didn't you? You and I have two very different jobs.
Thank you. I'll be back.
What about us? Should we be rescuing the scattered bones or stopping this war?
Both are vital, but we can't be in two places at once.
Sergei's in Lastenbell.
Alicia's probably at the Highland Army base.
Then...
If I remember correctly, wasn't there some kind of cave or something leading to Highland around here?
Right, the Lamorak Cave.
Saray, I'm ready. Back off! Find my enemy! Ryan's Howl! Slice through air! Freeze Lancer! There! Ha! Crimson Edge! Soaring Fist! Ultra Strike! Crimson Edge! I can't lose! I'll give my all! Disappear! Lose! Extra Strike! Dance Embers! Capture Flame! Go! You want it here! Misty Breeze! Got you! Spiral Strike! You want it here! This isn't over! Purity, come forth! Splash! Character Ice! Freeze Lancer! Shadowfang! Let's go! I'll get my all! I won't lose! Here! I'll give my all! It's time! Howling Blade! Full Tempest! Focus! Return to void! You know you have! Take that! Slice through air! This isn't over! I won't lose! You won't end here! This isn't over! I won't lose! Prepare yourself! I won't hold back! Nope! Crystal Ride! Well, a win is a win. We won't be defeated! Sweet dreams! I better get it together. Alright! Strike my fall! Blades of Light! Reggie Gale! Man! You're pretty strong, Zavid.
Well, you know what they say. You can never be too strong.
Ready, everyone? Dance, Embers! The water! Alright! Aqua Serpent! Slice through air! Raging Winds! I'm on top of my game!
Man, that bat looks bossy.
Being bossy doesn't make you a boss.
Looks like they shoot distorted sonic waves.
Focus! Dance and burst! Blade bang! Return to point! Right now! Drop away! Nope! Burst! Shatter to lose! Binding vortex! Here it comes! Breakdown! Open the way forward! Splitting torrent! Break on through! Here it comes! Ocean blitz! Here it comes! Here it goes! Blue flurry! Shatter to lose! Break on through! Scattering crush! Spirit cleansing! Pierce and explode! Azure assault! Blistering bangs! Break on through! Blade the fight! Yeah! Ice Reaver! Sonic thrust! Spiral strike! Punching tail! Torrent fang! Back off! Torrent King! Misty Reap! Lord of Water! Here it comes! Pierce and explode! Scattering crush! Burst! Blistering bangs! Azure assault! Breakdown! Azure assault! Here it comes! Blistering bangs! Binding vortex! Lord of Water! My foe is ahead! The vortex swallows you!
That was radiant, Edna!
Suppose I could learn from your level of reserve.
I'm ready. Slice through air! Return to point! Hang on, everyone! You know nothing! Yeah! Hi, everyone! Freeze Lancer! Victory is ours.
I'll do you a favor.
Lies and prevarications. That's all you're good for.
Yeah, why aren't you fighting back against Highland?
Please, calm down and listen to me. I'm sorry. I couldn't stop war from breaking out.
There's time to prevent the worst.
Yes. I'm trying to minimize the casualties. That's why I'm asking the citizens to evacuate the...
Screw that! Did my dad and brother die because of those Highland bastards so you could run away?
You useless, bleeding-heart pacifist! So we just hand Last and Bell over to Highland. Is that it?
Never!
You must understand the danger here. Highland is sweeping towards us with their entire army.
Then we'll fight back with our entire army!
The killing will never stop at that rate.
A knight afraid of killing his enemies? You should be ashamed of yourself!
Yeah, get out there and slaughter those Highland scum! It's our city and our property! We'll never surrender it!
You coward! You don't even care! Your job should be to protect us!
Let's step outside of town for a moment.
Don't you run away, you craven good-for-nothing!
Traitor! Chicken Knight, have you no pride?
Put your life on the line for justice!
Ignorant townsfolk! They don't even know what you're going through! Nevertheless, I can understand where they're coming from. The clash with Highland has already cost us many lives.
But still...
The citizens' malevolence has suddenly intensified.
It's like there's something else going on.
Sergei, we'd like to help you with this.
Ah! A Hellion!
Sergei, watch out!
There's something wrong here, but... Men, take formation 3! We cannot pull back if the people of Roland's are threatened. Run, child!
We should join them.
Right!
I'll thank you to stop interfering.
Not after all my work setting this up.
So you were behind this!
Hurry! We need to break her domain!
Yeah! Otherwise Sergei's in big trouble! Darn it! Did we lose her? Wait, there's someone over there!
Huh? Sergei and the Knights?
Yes, we were able to drive off the attackers.
Zavid!
Whoops. Don't respond to the Seraphim, stupid.
To fool even the wind. Impressive illusions.
Good thing her acting sucks. I'm just too much of a people person.
What are you up to disguised as Sergei?
The question is, what am I not up to?
But I know what he's up to right now, and that's getting torn to pieces by Hellions! Bring it on, Shepard!
This feels wrong!
That's the point! Don't hold back! Got it?
Right! This isn't Sergei, no matter what!
Sonic Thrust! You're done!
Sonic Thrust! Yeah!
You're done!
Crazy Fraction! Kendrick Queen!
I have you!
I can't lose! I can't lose!
You're done!
I can't lose! I got you! Yeah! Shitterbang! Lion's Howl! Sonic Rock! Slice the air! I can't lose! I want it all!
Ready for dirty dancing?
I'm a Smite Evil! Top room! Zestiria! Vanish! Shredder Shield! Sonic Rush! I have it! Dark Star! Can you keep up? Come, Divine Wings! Swarm the sky! Sylvestia!
You may feel it!
You're done! We'll smite you! Focus! Kendrick Queen!
You're done! Tornado Drive! Build Potato!
You feel it?
Dragon's War!
Soul Resonance! Strike! Shredder! Gale Fang! Fear my wings!
On guard!
Torn Spear!
Tornado Drive!
You feel it? Soul Resonance! Wins!
Lion Howl!
Here goes Darkstar! Wind Blade! Torrent Spit wins! Lord of Wind! You feel it? Soul Blade wins! Go! Razor Vortex! Wind Blade! Torrent Spear!
Gonna feel the burn! Radiant Heat! Ready for dirty dancing!
How's this? I won't lose! It's time! It's time!
This is back!
It's time!
Magnetic fields!
Alright!
Magnetic fields!
Aqua Blade! Dance and burst! Sonic Flurry! Rend the darkness! Slice the air! I'll give my all!
You might feel a slight numbness.
Cut through! I won't lose! Fluid Surge!
Magnetic fields!
It's over! Kendrick Flame!
You may feel a slight numbness.
Tiger Blade!
Dark Attack!
Built Sedate! Wind Blade! Wins! Come forth! Gale Phantom! Wind Blade! Torrent Spit! Fear my wings!
Magnetic fields!
Shield! Ready Gale! Sword Rain!
You may feel a slight numbness. Dark Attack!
Shadow Shot!
Magnetic fields!
Won't lose!
Gonna feel the burn!
Dance and burst! I can't lose! Lord of Wind! Let's get him!
Can you keep up?
Come, Divine Wings! Swarm the skies! Sylvestia!
Women in battle are gorgeous. Ain't that right, Zeray?
Sure.
Come on, man.
Don't
You show no mercy at all, do you?
Why would we? You're not Sergei.
But of course, you and Chivalry Timbers, 2 peas in a pod. Friend equals save, enemy equals kill, no malevolence equals protect, Hellion equals exterminate. What a simple and beautiful world you live in. How utterly convenient.
Huh? What are you getting at?
I'm saying that all it comes down to is your ego. An ego that is the foundation of malevolence.
That's not true!
Yes, I fan the flames, I won't deny it. But it's perfectly natural for the people to be filled with rage and hatred. But you call it malevolence and you try to stamp it out. The mission of the Shepherd, the code of knighthood. Whatever name you devise, the excuse remains the same. Tell me, Shepherd, what definitive proof do you have that you yourself are not corrupted by malevolence?
Nonsense! Zeray is not corrupted!
Of course not. As pure and righteous as your previous Shepherd.
I'm not doing this for the sake of some mission or person. I'm doing it because I believe in it. That's all. And Sergei is the same way.
A lame stab at justification.
Wrong. I've always been like this. And he always will be.
With the support of your friends, huh? So that's what sustains you.
Saray.
Let's go back. Sergei will be all right.
Saray, over there!
Looks like they're back.
Sergei!
I'm fine. However...
Captain Sergei, we heard what happened. Thank you for rescuing this child.
I just wanted to avenge my father and my brother.
I know how you feel. But if you act on every impulse, you're no different from the beasts of the forest.
I didn't care about any of that. I thought if I could kill even one Highlander, I could die happy.
You should know better than that! We're all human. There's no reason we can't find a better path to follow.
Can we search for that better path together, so that no more have to die?
Very well. We'll hear you out. That's all I can promise.
I am honored. The truth is, I too yearn to fight like a beast. Everything I say is a lie. I must be entirely corrupted by malevolence.
Not at all, Sergei. I wonder what Rose is up to. I hope she isn't doing anything unwise.
It'd be unwise to hope for that at all.
If it bugs you that much, why don't you go to Pendrago?
Do you think Alicia would be at the Highland Army base?
This whole thing is her worst nightmare come true. It's gotta be awful for her.
Yeah, 'cause she's painfully sincere. Like someone else we all know.
Saray, let's head on over to the Highland camp.
Once we receive the royal order, our entire forces will destroy the Roland's army. My, Shepherd Saray. Welcome to our base. Perfect. We're moments from receiving the royal order authorizing our assault. And the messenger will be an old friend of yours.
You can't mean...
You're making Alicia do that?
It's cruel of Bartlow, but still an ingenious plan. If she brings the order, the war is on, and should she refuse, he can have her court-martialed for treason. I can only imagine her dismay.
You disgust me.
Will you attack me? Please, be my guest. Then I could reasonably claim that spies from Roland's were in our camp. No need to wait for a royal order.
Looks like the odds are stacked against us.
We're going to need Alicia's help to hold back the army.
Alicia, is it? Go ahead and try then. I'm very curious.
Alicia wasn't at the army base. Let's check over at Lady Lake.
But if we get Alicia involved, we'll have no choice but to tell her that Maltran is a Hellion.
She'd be hurt for sure.
I'm aware, but there's no other choice.
dare you obstruct our glorious battle?
You're a disgrace to Highland!
What's gotten into you?
Alicia!
Mayor Nolan?
Saray?
We'll talk later. Are we good, Lila?
Yes! I've reactivated her Squire's pack!
Hey, princess. Name's Zavid. Nice to meet you.
Right.
That look in your eyes says you have a question.
No, I think I'll focus on the battle for now.
It's time now!
Fire in the sky!
Fury, come forth!
Vermilion Flame!
This isn't over! You won't in here! This isn't over! It's time!
Not bad, not bad.
I must try harder.
You won't in here! Solid thrust! I'll give my all!
And with an eye,
I'll give my all! Purity, take forward!
Light blast! Another!
It's time!
Ready? Turn the flames around!
And that's more or less what brought us here.
I see.
Why were those soldiers attacking you?
Probably because I've been stalling the war. I have yet to deliver the royal order authorizing our attack.
And they hate and resent you that much?
You can see for yourself. There's not a thing in the world that can prevent this war now.
You're giving up?
What else can I do? What else do you expect me to do? The king has commanded that we launch an attack on Roland's. An official royal order has already been issued.
If that dumb piece of paper's causing you all that grief, why don't you just chuck it?
Just chuck it? What exactly do you mean by chuck it?
Just what I said. Tear up the damn thing like it never existed.
I can't!
You can't expect Alicia to do something like that.
Hey, no pressure. I don't mind seeing her beautiful face all scrunched up in pain.
Saray, I think perhaps the only way to stop this war is to do as Zavid suggested. Would you be willing to assist me in this?
Are you sure about this? You would be rebelling against your own country.
I know the risks.
All right.
Well, if Alicia's made up her mind, we can't refuse her, can we?
Zavid, may I trust you in this matter as well?
I can't decline a heroic princess. Your face looks better with a smile on it anyway.
It's too early to give up. Sergei of Rollins is working to bring this war to a halt as well.
So there are those on the other side, too. One ray of hope is that Lady Maltran is the one commanding our army. She is bound to cooperate with us. What's wrong?
I hate to tell you this, but Maltran's not gonna help you. She's a Hellion. She serves the Lord of Calamity. She was the one pushing for war in the first place.
Edna!
We had to tell her at some point.
Yeah, better she hear it now than get stabbed in the back later.
That can't be true! Don't you even dare joke about such a thing!
Alicia, please calm down.
No, Lady Maltran, she always encouraged me, even when... I apologize. I will see Lady Maltran and verify this for myself.
Back to that scrunched up face of hers.
Hey, are your eyes okay?
It's fine. My vision's good.
Oh good, so that means you've become stronger.
Just a little bit blurry is all.
A little bit? That could cost you your life in battle.
Perhaps. But this is something you need to see through. To the end.
Well,
We've got way more important things to worry about.
Saray needs you. Nothing will change that.
Let's go, Alicia.
Okay.
You've toughened up a bit yourself.
Yes, I've been undergoing intensive training. Under Lady Maltran.
Oh, I see.
Milady.
So, you finally figured out who I really am.
Why?
For the ideals I cherish most. Now, messenger, the royal order, if you please. We have a war to start. Then I'll take it by force. This way. Too many prying eyes out here.
How could she?
Alicia.
Lila, what type of Hellion is Maltran?
I honestly cannot tell you for sure.
So all we know is she's one to watch out for, huh?
A strong, sexy lady. I'm not seeing the downsides myself.
Let's be quick about this. I have other work to attend to.
Why, Lady Maltran, why?
You are disgracefully slow to catch on. What you see before you is reality and truth. One who cannot accept reality for what it is has no hope of being a leader to the people.
I acknowledge my lack of resolve, but...
Then you should have realized by now that your naive ideals have no meaning whatsoever in this present state of affairs. Not to the kingdom, not to the citizenry, certainly not to me.
Then why did you act so encouraging and supportive to me all this time?
Because you serve two vital functions. One of which was your utility in getting Highland and Rollins to finally clash with their full military might. Your incessant whining was just the thing to provoke Bartlow and the others to action.
Alicia's ideals do hold meaning and value. That's right, Saray believes in her, even if you don't.
And he isn't the only one.
I'm giving my dear pupil her final lesson. Kindly stay out of this.
What, you can't deal with reality and truth?
So many empty words. Who's slow to catch on now?
A fair point. No need to exchange words when blows will suffice. For your other vital function.
Stand back, Alicia! All right.
I can do this!
Your technique is appalling, Alicia.
Lila, what's her weakness?
I don't know. I can't tell. She's a Hellion, but she's suppressing her nature.
Too close! Aim and fire! Aim and fire! Blistering bang!
Crimson Flame, Springboard!
Save Zero! Aim and fire! Here it goes!
A storm of flame surrounds me!
Return to force!
Titterdog!
That did it! Who's Robert Ray?
Spinning Sun! Rondo of Light!
Blue Flurry!
Frozen Solar!
Here it goes! Open the way forward! Don't watch yourself, Lila! Break on through! Breakdown! Yeah! May your nine blade! That did it! There! Who's Robert Ray?
Let us try our best!
Save Zero! Ocean Blitz! Blistering Bang! Save Zero! Ocean Blitz! Save Zero! Robert Ray!
I'm in a tight spot!
Leave it to me, Alicia! Ocean Blitz! Pierce and explode! Ocean Blitz! Watch your health! Spirit Cleansing! Elixir Attack! Scattering Throw! Here goes! Open the way forward! Blue Flurry! Snake Bite! Spin it up! Blue Flurry! Blistering Bangs! As your assault! Don't push yourself, Lila! Force and explode!
Hey, sweetie.
Pierce the sky! Arrow squall! Here goes! Aim and fire!
Lady Alicia. Alicia.
I thank you.
Neck is fine, right?
Fire in the sky!
Hey, sweetie.
Open the way!
It's time. Let's guard them. Hey, sweetie.
Jump in the water! Lord of water!
Here it goes. Neck is fine, right?
Ocean blade!
Don't play me.
Scattering crush!
Right. Hey, sweetie.
Give me strength!
Snake splitting torrent!
Why don't you?
Break on through!
Barbara. Here it goes. Really enough. Can you dig it?
Who's off the way?
It's over!
Here goes! Lightning vortex!
Stay with me.
It's coming!
Neck is fine, right?
Open the way forward!
Let's kiss me back.
Aiming fire!
Hey, why don't you?
Blazing star! Snake punch!
Let your guard down.
Break on through! Now's my chance!
I'm gonna stop.
Now jump!
Spin and sky!
Really enough.
Jump! Shadow shot! Tendering blade!
Sudden victory!
Give us your blessing!
I ain't gonna stop.
Take it off! Water! You're elected as several! Like oh, holy fountain!
For Lady Alicia.
Flames of light! Who's rough the leg? Frozen solar!
I ain't gonna stop.
Can't end my own! Your life is extended! Blazing shot! Break on through! Here goes!
I ain't gonna stop. Feeling the pull.
Shatter to lose! Your case of each! Spirit cleansing! Here goes! Binding vortex! It's time! Your life Legends of Tremble!
Pretty good.
Raging Wind! Thunder Slash through air! Thunderclap! Demon Swallow! Scattering Crush! Lightning Vortex! Lightning Strike! It's time! Your Legends of Tremble! That is what you help! Is this my all? Don't lose this time!
Give me a break! Go, my children!
Blazing Storm! Shift it up! Tunnel into current!
Here we go!
Blade! Big Star! Moonlight Star! Thunderclap! You're pretty much screwed. Too close! Purify the Earth! Series Iron Power! Eat this!
What's my sun victory? My divine flame! Awake better! This is my time! Light blast! Perfect flame blast makes you vulnerable! Let's fly!
Alicia.
It's not working.
I'm not letting you purify me. What truly needs purification is this entire world.
Please, Lady Maltran, stop! You are just being deceived by the Lord of Calamity!
You're soft to the core, aren't you? Of all your flaws, that might be. What I hate about you the most. This is reality, Alicia. I have proven my dedication to my lord. I have no regrets.
Alicia! Alicia.
I can't do this. I can't! I can't! I want to go home! I don't care about all this anymore! About the war, about our nation, about our people! I'm sick of their gossip, their mockery, their lies! Everything! I quit! I'm done being a princess, being a knight! Barlow and his goons can do whatever they want! I've tried so hard for everyone. And what good did it do? And still
And yet, you still want to stop the war, right? I feel just like you, in a lot of ways.
The strength of a knight exists to protect. Their kindness serves the people. Lady Maltran's words still linger in my ears. I know she undoubtedly meant nothing by it, just some pretty nonsense to lead me on.
Maybe. But even if she did, you took those words to heart, didn't you? And the Alicia standing right here is as real as it gets. You can count on it.
I'm sorry you had to see this side of my reality. Let me see what I can do about the Highland Army. I'm naive and soft and whiny enough to think it'll work. That's just who I am.
Young folks, always with the melodrama.
Sorry about that.
What, are you crying too?
It's so beautiful.
You say something?
Nothing.
I wonder what Rose is up to. I hope she isn't doing anything unwise.
It'd be unwise to hope for that at all.
If it bugs you that much, why don't you go to Pendrago?
Saray, I'm ready. There's Sonic Thrust! Not yet! Fluent Surge! Blade! Sweet dreams! Sweet dreams!
You're working so hard, Lila, but...
Maltran said something about Alicia serving two purposes for her. What do you think the other one was?
If I had to guess,
Judging from what we know of the aims of the Lord of Calamity,
she was to be a tool to stain Saray with malevolence.
most likely by killing her, though we avoided it at the last minute.
How could anyone be so...
Hey, maybe it was just that she got off on the academic thrills of teaching swordplay to an eager pupil.
You're the worst, Zavid.
Go die, like right now.
I'm going to glare ... at you right now so hard!
Well, excuse me for trying to ease the tension.
Here they are.
Let's make it quick! Crimson Flame! Crimson Edge! Crimson Edge! Ready? Crimson Flame! Crimson Flame! Go for it! Crimson Gale! I got you!
Let's do some fortune telling.
Let's make it quick!
Women in battle are gorgeous. Ain't that right?
What the... Look, another one.
That's number 5.
What happened?
Didn't you hear? Every night lately, someone raids one of the nobles' mansions.
Funny sort of burglar, too. They leave one of those notes around every time they pull off a heist.
And then they tossed the stolen money all over the streets. If only we'd gotten here a bit earlier, we could have snatched some of it.
Who would want the rotten charity of a thief anyway?
I'm really worried about Rose.
But there's nothing we can do right now.
Any move she makes is bound to be under the cover of night. Let's wait until dark.